pyros. You either hate them or you hate them. The pyro is a unique class, and the people who play the pyro are even more fun, friendly, and unique themselves. Today, we'll be taking a look at the common pyro stereotypes. Please note that everything said is for entertainment purposes, and statements could be dramatized or exaggerated. So you should already know, the first stereotype we'll be talking about today is WM1 Pyro. Now this pyro is one hell of a pyro, and he is annoying and frustrates you. He will be in your game, right, and he'll be just there using the two keys, W and the mouse 1 button. He is just running around, just with his flames out, just accidentally killing people left and right. Die! Die! Everyone die! Everyone die! Yes! This guy, you see him in matches in 2 Fort and other casual games. They're probably new to the game and don't realize that they can do more than just holding WM1. They haven't even explored the M2 button yet. They don't know how to reflect, and they kind of just get kills from luck and from abusing the core attributes of the pyro. No one likes this pyro stereotype, but sadly a lot of people fall under this stereotype. A lot of people are new to the game or are angry at the game and want to get some easy kills. This pyro can make you rage. This pyro can make the most chill person go crazy. If I have one recommendation to you when you're looking to play pyro, is don't WM1. Sure, it's effective, it gets kills, but everyone will hate you and you'll probably lose your friends over it. These pyros are usually running around with the gibbous and pyrovision goggles and don't know better. Sometimes they use a phlogiston, but that's more efficient in the other stereotype, which we'll look at later. These pyros are usually the type of pyros that make everyone hate the pyro because they leave a bad taste in everyone's mouth. Anyway, it's time to look at the next stereotype. This stereotype is the polar opposite of the first stereotype. This pyro is the M2 spammer. This pyro you'll see in matches who doesn't even use the mouse 1 button. He doesn't use the flames, but instead he thinks he can go for clutch deflex, and basically all he does is spam mouse 2. So he's just reflect, 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 reflect. Misses most of them, but this pyro stereotype can get real good, real quick, and all it takes is a bit of learning and a bit of dodgeball practice. These pyros tend to think that they can reflect everything, including bullets, and it kinda never works for them. Alright, let's go. Oh, sometimes they get a lucky reflect on a rocket and really boosts their dopamine. This stereotype tend to have a high ego and they think they're a lot better than they are, just pressing mouse 2 and luckily sometimes getting reflex. But we all know inside that they are pretty bad and they don't know how to play pyro properly or combo. Which brings us right on to the next stereotype. Pyro Shark is known for lurking in the 2 Fort sewers, and known in any water space on any map. This Pyro Shark is abusing the mechanics of the Neon Annihilator. He's using this weapon to bait people into the water, and to creep up behind them and hit them and kill them with 1 or 2 hits. This pyro stereotype is dangerous, and especially when you're not expecting them, because they always just happen to pop out when you're least expecting it. I guess kind of like real sharks, right? Anyway, this stereotype is usually known as being sort of toxic, but pyro sharks communicate together and they are secretly a wholesome community together. Many say that pyro sharks have their own secret language and that they communicate using many new words which we don't know and people who aren't pyro sharks can't understand. So I guess we'll never know the true meaning behind pyro sharks, but they're definitely a force to be reckoned with. And I would really watch your back when you're jumping in the 2 Fort sewers. And when's pyro crocodiles going to become a thing? Now this pyro stereotype must have to be one of the scariest ones to come across. When you see this stereotype in the game, when you see the combo pyro in the game, you gotta run, you gotta get out of there, and you gotta make sure you do not fire any rockets or any projectiles, okay? Do not do it, okay? It's not worth it around this pyro, okay? So this pyro is the combo pyro. The most well-known combo pyro being Sketchek. He is an amazing pyro, man, and he fits under the stereotype of the combo pyro. This is the pyro that is using many combos to succeed, such as weapon combinations with the extinguisher, the puff and sting, and many more. They usually get around the map by jumping with a detonator. Or some, who are extremely good combo pyros, can use the flare gun to do jumps. I know you thought it was impossible, but it's not, and these pyros have nailed it. Now, this stereotype can be toxic, but they can also be really, really wholesome. Some of them helping newer players and teaching them little tricks and hints to get better. Sometimes I feel bad for this stereotype, because their name gets dragged in the dirt quite a bit by WM1 pyros, and as soon as they say they're a pyro main, people kind of wave it off as them being noobs, when that's definitely far from the truth. These pyros potentially have the most mechanical skill out of all pyros in this video. This stereotype is both loved and hated, and sadly not a lot of people make it to this stereotype, but it's definitely a good stereotype to remember. And remember kids, respect the combo pyros. Now this pyro stereotype is probably one of the most wholesome and effective stereotypes in this whole thing. They manage to be friendly, but with a catch. They are only friendly to their own team, and to their own team they are very friendly, and they're most friendly to their engineer. It's like they have some relationship or something. Either way, this pyro loves their engineer, and they're known as the Py Bro. Him and the engineer, they're bros, and they're definitely chilling. This pyro is usually equipped with a homewrecker and is watching after the sentries and always spy checking, making sure the engineer's buildings do not get destroyed. And when the engineer dies, the pyro looks after the sentry with the homewrecker in hand and deletes any zappers that are on it. This pyro is so friendly, when you meet them in game, you should just go give them a high five. This person will always stay by the buildings and spy check. You can always rely on this pyro stereotype. Treat them right and thank them. It means a lot when you do so. These pyros usually use a flare gun so they can set people alight from a distance, while keeping the engineer's buildings safe and sound. Now this pyro stereotype is a dodge baller, so this pyro is an amazing pyro, but what they do is different from every single other pyro in this whole video. So what this pyro is doing is they're going on the community servers called dodgeball servers, and these are basically servers where you can play dodgeball as pyro. Basically, you need good reflexes, and you need to reflect the rockets that's coming at you. These pyros have been playing it for a long time. When they lit up TF2, they don't think about playing casual or competitive. They just think of playing some good old dodgeball and having some fun with friends. While playing dodgeball, they usually listen to music. If you happen to catch one of these pyros not playing dodgeball, they're probably reflecting rockets like a crazy madman in casual, and they're probably top scoring even though they're just using meme strategies. This is also a very wholesome stereotype because this pyro will always help you learn and will always invite you to a good old game of dodgeball. This pyro prides himself on their skills and reflexes, and they sort of deserve to do that. The stereotype group of pyros is very niche, so there's not a lot of them out there, but when you see one you'll definitely recognize them right away. And also, these pyros don't usually wear too much flashy cosmetics or cool weapons, they usually just use the stock pyro flamethrower and just some regular old hats. So make sure you watch out if you see a pyro playing surprisingly good without unusuals on. They could be a dodgeballer. Sadly, usually the dodgeballers don't know a lot about comboing, which separates them from the combo stereotype. These pyros usually just focus on deflecting, and they're not spamming it either. They're kind of like the M2 stereotype, but better. A lot better. Like, a million times better. Anyway, I think it's time we go on to the next stereotype. Now this pyro stereotype, we kind of all hate them, and we kind of all agree that they aren't the best people on the TF2 universe. Anyway, this is the tryhard pyro, and these people think they're a combo pyro, but in reality they got the skills of a WM1 pyro, and they kind of just rage at their team when they're not winning. They expect to just hop on Team Fortress 2 and get top scoring instantly, and they go for risky reflex and miss them almost every single time. These pyros kind of just run into the field and die, and then yell at their medics for not healing them. Dear medic, you idiot, please heal the team! Like, do you seriously expect your medic to constantly keep you overhealed? Come on dude, you're a pyro, you need to learn to heal yourself. Wait, it'd be pretty good if that was actually possible. Wait, it is! Extinguish your teammates, please. So, you're a tryhard, you want your team to do good, but you don't even take the flames off your burning fellow teammate. Do you think that's fair that you expect to be healed, but you're not even gonna help your other teammates? Come on, you're not a one-man team. You gotta go help your team a little bit. And if you want to be a combo pyro, you gotta practice, dude. Come on. We all don't really like this stereotype of pyro, but there is quite a bit of them surprisingly, and I'm not trying to offend you if you're one of them. Eventually you move on to the combo pyro, or another pyro stage, but I'm just saying, we don't like you. So I'm sorry, but just be nice to your team, okay? It's not that hard to be nice to your team. Well, I think we covered almost all of them. Make sure you comment down below what pyro stereotype you are, or if I missed any, tell me that also, because I can always make a second part to it. If you're interested in watching any more of these on other classes, make sure you subscribe today, and so you can be notified of any more that come out, or even the part 2 which comes out. And to make sure you're notified, make sure you click that bell. Anyway guys, I'll see you later. I hope you enjoyed the video.